So at center circle, it's Quincy Guerrier to tip it up against Kareem Koulibaly for Pitt, and Joe Girard controls for the Orange to get things started. And if nothing else, as this game gets going, you've got to imagine that when you get to the first time out of this game, these players are going to feel some relief to finally be back on the floor. It's Alan Griffin, not include Bourama Sidibe, who is scheduled to return from knee surgery. He's only played 4.5 minutes this year. That was in the opener, but because of some knee soreness, they're keeping him out as a precautionary measure today.
The Syracuse zone, because he's a confident scorer and facilitator for the mid-post and the short corner, and the rebounding for second chance opportunities he provides. So that is a hurting fashion, a hurting thing, no doubt.
They had a 2-week layoff. Boeheim dribbles into trouble, and it's an easy flick of the wrist for Griffin. Yeah, Jordan, I wondered about that as we inched closer to the season, where the discussion around the league, when you talked about transfers, Griffin's name wasn't often brought up, but the ability for him.
And I'll be better served, it'll come back to me and be fine.
Off a back tip and a bobble, Pitt gets it, Koulibaly sinks it, and he goes to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play. And Jordan, don't you see this offense being quite different than, let's say, the last 2-3 years for SU? There's Guerrier teeing up the three and connecting.
Kind of Coach Capel employs. Got to be a little upset with that whistle.
Yeah, and the way that I think about the interpretation of the rule here is Dolezaj gets the bucket and the foul.
Can't play in this one either. So the team that Coach Capel's put together at Pitt is a dangerous one, but you're not getting to see all of it, unfortunately, here in Syracuse, New York.
Gives them another frontline reinforcement. Again, if you're joining us late and expecting to see Bourama Sidibe, he's out today. Dolezaj operates well from that ACC logo area, and Braswell with the three, and it goes.
You talk about in the ACC, the best passing team tallying the most assists, Syracuse. You see why in that sequence.
Drumgoole with the miss. It's grabbed on the right block by Terrell Brown. Jordan, you hear what they're shouting from the Pitt bench?
Shooter.
That's everybody, though.
That's why I keep shouting it, Mike.
Things that Jeff Capel said last year, coming off a loss to Syracuse almost about a year ago, it was January of 2020, was that he felt like his team got shell-shocked. They had a quick turnaround to take on SU.
Discomfort that comes with playing Syracuse in that matchup zone. But when you have a young team, when you're fighting COVID, when you're battling injury, when the game pops up earlier on the schedule, then you expect Au'Diese out there behind the three, and maybe he just needs to be more aggressive, driving the thing and getting into those kind of lanes, those kind of pass, 2 feet in the lane potentially.
And it just goes wide into the hands of Jeffress. See if Pitt can take advantage of the fast break opportunity. A trip to the bucket and a beautiful finish from Au'Diese with the left hand. No numbers for Syracuse with their advantage twice that of Pitt. Richmond on the breakdown and puts it in. Averaging only about 6 minutes a game this year. A big drop-off compared to his first 3 seasons. He's got it underneath and through 2 defenders, rises up to stuff it through.
This Syracuse team averages better than 80 a game. They're on pace to score in the 60s. The defense doing a job. Offense has to step up.
Somewhat of an unconventional lineup, at least one that doesn't see a lot of minutes together on the floor, with Woody Newton in there. He plays about 12 minutes a game, number 4 in white at the bottom of the zone, as Quincy Guerrier. 11-0 by SU to start, 11-0 by Pitt here in this half. They're on the move. It's Johson to the bucket, swatted away. It's been remarkable to see the change. Johson front rims the three. First half, it was a lot of passing, a lot of stagnation on offense, and they have had a spark injected into them, and it's scooped up 93 feet away by Johson. Toney got it.
That is vintage Toney.
Richmond's got the rebound. And the license to take it to the basket. Instead, it's Braswell trying the three. He's got 2 today after starting the year 0 for 12 from deep. The leash perhaps today is a little bit longer for Braswell. Quincy Guerrier, 4 fouls. And no Bourama Sidibe, no Frank Anselm. Both out today for SU.
Toney needs to hover in that mid-post and get buckets. It's the best opportunity for Pitt offensive.
Griffin across the court for Braswell. Another triple! Braswell, can he do it again? Yes!
Yeah, and if it does present itself, it'll be the last 5 minutes of this game. Are shots flat? Are guys short? Are they not closing out?
Syracuse 1-0 in the ACC with a record-breaking win against Boston College. 101 points. There's Kadari Richmond with the pull-up.
Instead of the three. That's mature from a freshman who probably gets wide-eyed at the opportunity for three.
Jordan, as he grinned, it was almost as if he heard you saying that, like, yeah, I know, I could be causing some damage out there. Johson probes, Horton fires, and hits the three. A 9-point game.
Presents a poor shooting team an opportunity to knock down some of those shots.
Well, Jordan, to exactly the point you just made, is that what you'd like to see Girard do as a drive and kick as the shot clock expires?
Within somewhat of striking distance. There's been an inability from Syracuse to put them away.
Dolezaj finds Griffin, who fades and scores with the shot clock at 5. Short corner, Coulibaly gets it out. Orange recovers defensively. And the bucket from the corner for Ithiel Horton, the transfer from Delaware. Long shot recovered. Shot clock is at 10. Toney lunges and hits over the outstretched arms of Richmond. Not easy to do.
I feel like if you're Syracuse, you have to get a good one here. I mean, this Pitt team is nearing the threshold of maybe getting really into this game here.
From the wing, pass to the edge. Missed three, rebounded by Pitt. On the rise, second chance opportunity goes for Au'Diese. Syracuse has missed its last 7 3-point tries. Dominant position there from Terrell Brown. A big-time finish at the bucket. Terrell Brown has been that dude for Pitt. He's got it, and he gives it up to Horton, the leading scorer on the day for Pitt. Quickly down the floor. A long three from Johson is good! 57 all! 90 seconds remaining. It's Griffin for three. It's good!
That they're focusing on offensively to get something.
Feed to the high post. Beautifully done by Au'Diese. Perplexingly launched with 10 to shoot. Johson down the floor, and he's rejected. Banished to the sidelines by Griffin. Johson, Au'Diese on the outside. It's Brown with the screen. Johnson's trapped. He gives it out for Horton, a three. High tip and in! 8 seconds to go.
19 offensive rebounds, a good closeout from Boeheim. Who gets a body on who? In the zone that is always going to be the vulnerability, but nobody attempting any physicality. And you've got a 6'6" Au'Diese Toney.
Dolezaj, the inbounder. He throws it in and he throws it away. And Girard is forced to foul with 2.8 to go.
One possession game, so will Syracuse have a chance for a win or a tie?
Johson gets the first. No timeouts. And the Pitt lead is 3.
He's going to try and take this, probably curling off with momentum for a 3.
Dolezaj in for Griffin from half court to tie it, and it's no good. Pitt on the road secures the win, 63-60. What a comeback effort by the Panthers.